Hello, and welcome back to my channel where I am documenting my journey on the Optavia 5-in-1 plan. And if you don't know what Optavia is, I have my information listed in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out to me. So essentially, Optavia 5-in-1 plan is 5 fuelings a day that you receive in your monthly Optavia box and 1 lean and green that you make yourself each day. And today I have a lean and green recipe, and it's from Sandy's Kitchen, my favorite go-to website. And what I'm making today is chicken cauliflower fried rice. And I'm really excited about this lean and green because my mom used to make fried rice back when I was a kid on the stove using, of course, white rice. But one of my favorite things to do was to pick out the pieces of egg out of the frying pan before she could add it to the fried rice. And this recipe does the same thing. It calls for 1 egg scrambled that I cook on the stove and cut into strips. So it's gonna be almost just like my mom's fried rice. So I am going to split this recipe in half. Sandy's recipe makes 2 servings. So it's just me, so I'm gonna split it in half. So the first thing I'm going to need is 1 3/8 cup of grated cauliflower. And how I'm going to grate that is in my Ninja blender. And then I will measure out a cup and just slightly under a half a cup because it's 3/8. So I will do 1 cup and then slightly under my half cup measuring cup. And it also calls for green onion, chopped with the whites and greens separated. It calls for garlic powder, powdered ginger, some light soy sauce, and I'm stopping right there for a second because what I am going to use is actually a soy sauce alternative. It is Bragg's liquid aminos, and that's just what I have in the refrigerator, and it works in place of the soy sauce. And then of course I have my 1 egg beaten and about 4 ounces of cooked chicken breast. So I thawed out a piece of chicken in the microwave. I'm gonna cut that up and saute that on the stove. So then the first thing I do is actually make the egg, and I'm gonna cut that in strips. Now Sandy's recipe has you scrambling it, but I'm gonna make it like my mom used to, and I'm gonna cook it flat and cut it into strips. You'll see exactly how I do that. And then I'll set that aside. And then it calls for half a teaspoon of sesame oil, which I know I have sesame oil somewhere in this house, but I have looked for the last 20 minutes and couldn't find it. But Sandy also says you can substitute olive oil for the sesame oil. So that is what I'm gonna do. You can also make this recipe with shrimp. If you use shrimp, you can use a whole teaspoon of the sesame or olive oil. But I'm using chicken, so I'm just going to use half a teaspoon. So after I make the egg and set that aside, and cook my chicken and set that aside, I am going to heat up the oil, and I'm going to add my finely diced white part of the green onion. I'm gonna cook that for approximately a minute. And then I'm gonna add the almost 1.5 cups of grated cauliflower to the pan. And then while stirring constantly, I'm going to add the soy sauce, the garlic powder, the ginger, the diced green onion tops, and the pre-cooked chicken, and then the eggs. And then I'm gonna cook all of that together for another 3 minutes, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with red pepper flakes. And when all is said and done, I'm going to have 1 lean, 3 greens, and 2 condiments, and 1 healthy fat. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cut up some of this cauliflower and stick it in my Ninja blender. So let me get started with that.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know how I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more.
All right, the next thing I'm going to do is cut up my chicken and saute it in the pan, and beat my egg and saute it in a little pan on the stove. So let me get started with that.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know how I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do tonight. I really don't care as long as I'm with you. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud nine. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror. You're my ticket to paradise.
Okay, now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of my olive oil. Oop. I wish I would have found my sesame oil. I think that would have been better, but I don't know what I did with it. And then I'm going to add my white part of the green onion. And then saute this for about a minute. And then I'm going to add my cauliflower. Got a big piece here. Right, and then to this I add my soy sauce alternative and my spices. And I cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now I'm going to measure out 4 ounces of cooked chicken breast. Oops, I've got it on grams. There we go. There we go. 4 ounces of cooked chicken breast. Now I'm going to add my 4 ounces of cooked chicken breast and my egg, and I'm going to let it cook for another 3 minutes, and then I'm going to top it with the red pepper flakes. All right, well, I am really excited to try this. So I'm gonna give it a taste test. Now, I already stole my little piece of egg out of the frying pan and it was so good. Reminded me of my childhood. Let me get a piece of egg and a piece of chicken. Let me see. That was so good. And this is a pretty hearty meal. So if you're having a hungry day, this meal would be amazing. So I'm gonna finish this lean and green while it's hot, and then I will check back after. All right, well, I really enjoyed that chicken fried rice. And I think using the fresh cauliflower and grating it, it was a more mild taste than if you used the frozen riced cauliflower. So I do have that suggestion. I suppose you probably could still use frozen riced cauliflower, but it had a really mild, good taste. And the freshly grated cauliflower kind of absorbed that soy alternative. And it really, you did not know you were eating cauliflower. I could have sworn I was having legitimate chicken fried rice. It was really good. As a matter of fact, I think this one might be in my top 5 favorite recipes that I've tried so far. So, and like I said, when all is said and done, it's 1 lean, 3 greens, 2 condiments, and 1 healthy fat. And it was delicious. So, as far as a life update goes, I am still working out. I brought up my little mini trampoline. So I like to jog on my mini trampoline while I watch some of my favorite TV shows. And I actually get a pretty good workout. I track it on my Apple Watch, and it's usually almost the equivalent of walking 2 miles if I do a little over half an hour on the mini trampoline. And the mini trampoline for women is also good for you in the sense that I believe it helps with bone density and bladder health. So everything I need. Plus, it's just downright fun. So I am going to say goodbye for now. If you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel and tick that notification bell so you will be alerted every time I post a new video. You guys have a great Sunday and a great rest of the week, and I will see you next time.